out into Phoenix. We're going to head down to Tucson, spend a week down there. We've had a really good week up in Havasu. It was just an awesome location.
It was really very nice and warm.
Yeah, it was beautiful, right by the water, great sunsets.
The only thing I would say I didn't like about Lake Havasu, while we were there, actually, as a matter of fact, was the fact that they were having a bass boat fishing competition, and
A lot of boats.
a lot of boats, a lot of noise at 6 a.m. 50 or 60 speed boat power bass boats going out is really loud. Sounds like a hornet's nest.
But, other than that, it was a nice alarm clock, really.
That's true.
But, so it was just a really nice location at the state park down there in Havasu. It was cheap. I think it was $25 a night, and it had really great showers.
Oh, they were so good.
And, a dump station nearby. So we really have no complaints. We met some really nice folks down there. And we'll try to stay in touch with them. A couple of more Airstreams are out there. And we actually did a little video on one of those guys. Yeah, so we met this guy. He had a 25-foot Airstream. He had a really cool way of mounting his his solar panel. Basically, he took off his rear awning and he made it so it's adjustable, so it can go kind of track the sun whatever way he wants.
But it can only go up and down, just like an awning.
Yeah, he's got to face the trailer into the sun, but
Yeah.
he's got a really powerful panel on there. And I thought that was a pretty cool idea.
Yeah. Yeah, it was very cool.
Going down the I-10 here, we're headed towards the Pima Air Museum, and that's supposed to be really cool. A bunch of aircraft, and then there's I think there's a boneyard. There it is, right there. The SR-71 was quite the aircraft. There was a guy named Brian Scholl, if anyone's interested, you can read about him. He was a pilot. I think it was the fastest aircraft they ever made and also flew at the highest altitude. But it's a beast. And they have a static display of an engine over here. Let me see if I can swing over and grab that. So I think this thing went Mach 3 or a little bit over Mach 3. Of course, that's probably the unofficial or the official disclosed speed. And now we're outside Pima, and you can see there's just a bunch of aircraft, and it is so cool. They got pretty much anything you'd want to be interested in an aircraft, all the way from probably before World War II all the way up to modern day. And I think I want to go see the Air Force One. So that's where we're going to go head. That was cool.
Now this is an Air Force One. It was in use from 1961 to 1965 for Presidents Kennedy and Johnson. It's a propeller plane,
It's hard
which
to
I didn't
believe.
know any of the Air Force Ones were propeller.
I had no idea. I could not believe that when I saw it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Now this one over here is a 1959.
Wow.
And it looks like an Air Force One. It's got all the markings, but on the stand, it calls it a Freedom One. So I guess they...
VIP transport.
VIP transport. So this might have been, I don't know, maybe like the vice presidents or something. So I thought that was pretty darn cool. What is that?
That's a C-130 transport plane. Used to jump out of them in the day.
How high up would it go before you jump out?
We jumped between 800 and 1,300 feet, something like that.
So how many seconds would it take before you hit the ground?
I never counted it, but it depends on the lift of the wind, but no more than a couple minutes.
That's very cool. I know I would never jump out of a plane. Very impressed.
Jump out of right here.
You jump out of the back?
Right there. You can jump out of the back too. It's called tailgating. This one's got a flat.
That door opens?
Yeah, that's the door you jump out of.
One at a time, I guess.
Riveted. You gotta live riveted.
There you go, just like your shirt says.
Right. Airstream rivets, C-130 rivets.
Sweet.
Well, here's an interesting aircraft. It's got twin...
Gannet, G-A-N-N-E-T.
It's got twin propellers. I don't know what it is. It does say experimental up there by the cockpit, so apparently this thing is called a F-A-I-R-E-Y. I don't know, that's Fairy. An airborne radar. It flew up till 1978. Man, it looks a lot older than that. Now check this thing out. I'll show you a picture of the wingspan. 3 props on each side. And if you notice, the props are facing backwards from what you would normally expect. So this aircraft here with the 3 kind of reverse propellers was a B-36. And the wingspan in this thing is amazing. Check out the wingspan. I don't know how many feet that is, but it's a long way out. H-53A, a sky crane.
What would it carry?
I don't know. It says heavy lift. Still in service.
Wow.
So we have 3 aircraft here. Sorry for the background noise. We've got 3 aircraft here that were part of some kind of a graveyard art project. 2 of them were VC-140s, And I don't know what this other one is, but it's pretty darn cool. This one's a little spray painted one, and this one's like all those vintage movie posters. This one here behind me, in front of me, sorry, that one took some work, and it's pretty darn cool. Look at that thing.
Well, that was it. That was
cool.
really cool. You know, it was the difference between the planes here at the museum are these are the ones that are from the beginning of aviation time to more current, and then the Boneyard, which is actually over in the active Air Force Base. What is it called?
Davis-Monthan.
Davis-Monthan. Those, they said, are the ones that are
more Vietnam era and up.
Oh yeah, the stuff that is more now. There's actually ones over there, she said, that are actually still up in the air and being used right now, but those just, maybe they're broken or something. But
right,
it was very cool.
It was cool. Right behind us is a solid fuel booster from the space shuttle. You can see how long the thing is. I mean, it's, I don't know, 70 feet long maybe?
Yeah, that's very cool.
It's out there.
What was your favorite thing?
My favorite thing was seeing my old C-130.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That, just to think that you jump out of that was amazing to me.
Yeah, I was stupid back then.
Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.